Aussie Army, you guys okay? Um, seems like there's bad weather everywhere. It seems there was a big um, hurricane or tornado or something in Canada,
In
and a
Toronto, yeah.
7.1 earthquake in Japan, and we know that's not that far from you. So if there's a tsunami, I always wonder how that works. So a tsunami, if an earthquake happens in between you and Japan, does the tsunami go both ways? Is it
I think
bisexual?
I'm not sure how that works. I've always just usually when it's just when there's the earthquake in Japan, the tsunami usually comes toward it. So I'm not sure how the
Well, I know,
tectonic
right,
plates.
but
I'm not
but
sure if it goes the other way as well.
I mean, so nothing goes to Oz, nothing goes that far away. You guys
Well, they've got
are sorry, man.
they
Y'all
got their enough homegrown dangers there. But and then guys, well, those of you who are watching, Danny had his own encounter with some bad weather here. Hurricane Deborah or Debbie hit, left him without power. Went over to his mom's place. Still live streaming though. Man's
yeah,
a professional.
thank you to Debbie and Annie. Well, Debbie, thank you for being a channel member and patron. By the way, I left you a message on Patreon. You ain't seen it. It's a big long message. But when you go to Patreon, it'll just say private or direct messages. Um, and guys, anybody can come join for free. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, you can pledge $1 if you want, or you don't have to pledge anything. And you don't get to see a lot if you don't pledge anything. You don't get that direct message, but still,
You can test
come
out the
join.
waters, see if it's worth your money.
Yeah,
We're
you
doing
always
our
do.
best to make it. We're trying to expand it a little bit, put some more exclusive content in there. We're doing all we can to make it a value worth your hard-earned dollars.
Well, I mean, as far as the Patreon goes and the channel memberships, uh, there isn't nobody but Debbie right now in the channel memberships, and there's nobody but 4 or 5 people in the Patreon. So, you know, it, I can't really put material there for it just to sit there, for nobody to see it. So, but yeah, we definitely would, and we'll engage more. We go on Patreon a lot because we're patrons to other people. Um, we'll always be patrons to the Charismatic Voice, of course. And wish Jimmy Barnes to set one up. Damn it, I'm gonna be patron to Jimmy. Nah, but we're going to Dave. Thank you, and Annie D for being in the live stream when I was stuck in the spiral or the hurricane. And yeah, the tree fell over the line, and it totally had us trapped for a long time. I didn't run out of oxygen, but I ran out of I didn't have power to take a breathing treatment, so they had to hike their way down here and bring me albuterol and a breathing treatment, like little Snoopy machines. So I asked in the Discord, I was asking what kind of song, like from the Warning or from the bands that we're doing, would be like for a calamity or something. And then Dave shows up like always. You're the man, Dave. With Judas Durham, The Seekers, and Guardian Angel. So um, that was a must do.
You don't have to ask
And
us twice when it comes to Judith and the Seekers.
no doubt, um, Danny Boy, I think it's the last thing we done. That wasn't The Seekers. That was just Judith.
Hmm.
That song was probably the most personal and emotional song. Period. I don't think we've seen her. But the Seekers do one more emotional, and all their songs are emotional. So
Hmm.
that song was really whoever she's singing about in that song. I think she really knew someone, and I think she's really thinking about someone when she sings it. We've seen her do a couple things with classrooms with kids, and just
Yeah.
little. She was an amazing person. I think she passed her and Olivia both right before we became honorary Aussies. So that's
Yeah, what's weird about that is actually passed away within a couple of days of each other. I think Olivia passed away on the 8th of August and Judith on the 3rd. So that's, yeah, August the 22nd of the 2022 was a sad, sad month. Rock in paradise to both of those amazing ladies.
No doubt. And then we were the last, or we were the reaction on the upload, the last reaction of Tina Turner, period, when she passed, and that was with Jimmy Barnes singing Simply the Best.
It's a great, really fun reaction, and then later that night we woke up and found that Tina had passed away. So that just felt weird. But
it was so close to where people thought we did it like right afterwards.
Right. So, I think I think the mood would have been completely different if we had done that after she'd passed. But yeah. So this is from the Seekers Farewell Tour, 2013.
Was it 13? The song was from originally in 1997. I'm never going to say that. Potger. Looks like pot gear. Potger. But somebody put the pronunciation in there for me. Keith Potger.
Yeah, I'm as long as
recorded originally by the Seekers in 1997 for the Future Road album, beacon of the songwriting artistry. It has been described as one of the tenderest love songs ever written. Yeah, it's, we just did one of those. It wasn't a love song, but it was actually the opposite. Elvis said that Elvis done Hank Williams' "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry." He said that's the saddest song he's ever heard. In fact, he about got choked up singing it, and he's Elvis.
Yeah, I remember that.
So September 3rd, 2020 is when this was uploaded. And it was from 2013, like you said, live, from the 1997 Future Road album. So, yeah. Much love and respect there. Australian music legends, the Seekers, say goodbye with their Golden Jubilee 2013 Australian Farewell Tour. This historic concert filmed in their hometown of Melbourne. Right. This is not Judith. And so I will get Pony sent me. I'm sorry. And I wonder why he sent me that. I mean, so I apologize. So that's a beautiful tribute, though. Yeah, okay, it's a ballad from Keith. So he didn't write it. I read that wrong. I apologize. This is the one he sent.
You and I, we've come this far through the long and lonely night. You've always been my guardian angel, always been my guiding light. When the sun was far too strong, when the wind was cold as ice, you've always been my life's oasis, always been my paradise. You always know the kindest words, your praise is so sincere. The love I feel inside just grows whenever you are near. So thank you
Looks
It's
like
kind
it.
of like, no, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I hear strings. I hear something that they're plucking. I'm not sure what that is. I heard it in the earlier verse. Well, there they are with the cello. It's the iconic, always one with 12 string, one with the 6 string.
Mm-hmm.
Judith has her tambourine. Another Beatles reference there. And yeah, it's sad. Are all of them still alive except Judith? I know they were. So
I believe yes. I think they all are.
so I wonder why it always, every time I looked it up, it had Guiding Light there too. So people must get it confused, like, because you are my guiding light, my guardian angel. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought it was like 2 different songs they were referencing.
Oh yeah, like they put them together or something like that. Yeah, or like one was an intro, one was the song itself.
What's
Um,
it, slash
but the
guardian angel, guiding light.
yeah, um, I s- I've always loved their harmonies. Uh, Judith obviously is just has such a naturally beautiful sound to her voice. It seems like her vibrato is a bit more prominent in this performance than I've heard in others, but it's relaxed, it's even, it sort of gives the song that additional vulnerable feel. I love the sound of the 12 string, always have, uh, and I said the harmonies are just the icing on the cake. And I just
Yeah,
love that picture, them all smiling, happy together.
yeah, yeah. The lady that told us that, well, she told us in a very rude way, but Judith does have a subtle vibrato that's constant almost. It almost, I guess that's why I assumed it was clean singing, because it's she doesn't add and take it away. It's like a constant. I noticed that during Danny Boy, and yeah, it's a very fast, like a reed on a
Hmm.
whistler, not a whistler, not what the fuck it is. I don't know, but a recorder. That right?
Yeah.
Reed. Um, yeah, fucking whistler. What the hell is that? That's a different blade. Alright.
Lonely night, you've always been my guardian angel, always been my guiding light. When the sun was far too strong, when the wind was cold as ice, you've always been my life, so it is always been my paradise. You always know the kindest words, your praise is so sincere. The love I feel inside just grows whenever you are near. So thank you for the joy you bring. Thank you for your love each night. You'll always be.
Sorry. I think when she said thank you there, I don't think that had vibrato.
Love I feel, so thank you for the joy you bring. Thank you for your love each night. You'll always be my guardian angel, always be my guiding light.
That's my heart.
The love I feel inside just grows
Oh wow. I don't know that.
It's like the same time period, and they were both huge. Um, Especially here in like in where British ends and English starts. I know basically Aussies are kind of like cousins to British people, so um, somehow politics. I don't get into politics. I don't give a damn what country they're in. But but I'd like to see him actually. We got some British friends. Kevin, but he lives in London. That's English,
RJ,
ain't
right?
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. We missed you, Kevin.
yeah, no doubt. Um, haven't heard from a lot of people actually. I talked to Jennifer last night, and that was a that was a blessing because I haven't heard from Michael. I haven't heard nothing from gymnastics, and I know these people didn't just leave, so I hope you know what I'm thinking. I hope nothing bad
Excuse
happened to
the
them.
the cheesiness, but hopefully they have a guardian angel watching over them, wherever they may be. Um, so Judith, I just love how she pronounces the A in always. It's like there's like a little bit of an O vowel in there. It's like a really rounded sound, and you add that consistent vibrato that she mentioned. It just it's just a very sort of sweet, soothing sound, which is impressive because a lot of times when singers have like a constant vibrato throughout their sound, it can feel kind of overwhelming. Like, or it feels like they're being shaken all the time. It's like, okay, dial it back. But she makes it sound just so relaxed and so sweet, and cements it sort of brings a vulnerability to it. And the fact that their harmonies seem to be set in like, I think the big fellow with the glasses there, Athol Guy, I think he's their bass. That because their harmonies have that really low root note, I think it supports her, naturally high and pure voice really well. So it's almost like they're kind of lifting when the harmonies come in. It's like they're lifting her up and carrying her and setting her down for her to do her thing again. It's like her whenever she re-enters after the harmonies and she re-enters for a solo line. There's just always that sort of like goosebumps that you get because she's just got one of those special voices. You know, you can train and train, but you can't teach what Judith has. So
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody that sings like constant vibrato. I'm gonna ask Elizabeth about that next time, because I heard it before now, but I'm just not noticing that. I don't think it ever goes away. Even when she's singing like consonants at the beginning of a verse. Maybe Think didn't have you, but by the time she hit you, she was already into it. So yeah, um, it reminds me of what was that Balky and Perfect Strangers or something carrying that big thing. I don't know why that reminds me of. Um, or maybe it's Three Men a Lady or an Orgy Gone Wrong or something. I don't know. Hell, that should always confuse me. Let's listen to it one more time at the end.
Thank you for your love each night. You'll always be my guardian angel, always be my guiding light. You'll always be my guardian angel, always be my guiding light.
Yeah, always. She almost is saying oh.
yeah,
Um, that's cool in a way. Lane Staley, uses Elizabeth was great tripping out because of him using the R valve on the vowel when it wasn't even there. Like at the end, he just likes R. So maybe she likes O. Eddie likes Eddie Vedder
yeah,
likes
yeah. Like a lot of metal singers, Rob Halford from Judas Priest likes the E. But yeah, I think Elizabeth mentioned that singers will have their favorite vowel and they'll sing through that kind of placement. Uh,
yeah.
just the singers have so much, like their sound is so warm. It just sounds friendly. You hear that and you think these must be the nicest people on earth, and just seeing them on stage and seeing especially the older versions of them, I guess, and the camaraderie that they had together, like they definitely seem like really really cool people.
I don't think there is no mid-age seekers. Like, I don't think they broke up for a good while.
Yeah,
And
they
got
they
back together.
there's a young, long period of absence where I guess they did their individual works and then they got back together. So I mean, I'm glad they did. The world definitely deserved a farewell Seekers tour. It's, they still sounded great. You know, they sounded great from the get at the beginning, sounded great at the end. So it's an amazing band that I wish more people in the states knew about.
Yeah. Well, my mom knew her. I mean, I think more people know Judith and the
That's,
Seekers than
now that I think about it, yeah, his
maybe
mom
what
was
people
aware of
think.
them too. So yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. I think you're
Um,
definitely right there.
just younger people don't know a lot of older bands. You know,
That's true. Yeah.
they don't know Grandpa Railroad or any of them older bands either, the Allman Brothers or anything. Like Seb just did his first Allman Brothers song. I mean, and they kind of created Southern rock. I hate that damn term. I like the South though, even though I live in North Carolina. I live in a northern state in the South. See,
But
the
yeah,
United
another
States are so ununited that half of the states had to split in half after they were already split.
right.
Dakota, South Dakota, Virginia,
Yep.
West Virginia, California, and the other half of California,
Yeah.
North South Carolina. So yeah, there's one more, but I can't remember. There's four that are like that. So.
We're essentially united in geography, but nothing else. Everything else is, yeah.
But Texas and New Mexico is kind of like was the same state, but until they fought over it. They're like fights over. It's crazy. The Aussies are kind of the only damn country that's kept their nose out of everything.
Yeah.
So you guys just help. That's commendable. We're not the only country, but the biggest.
Yeah.
The biggest territory. Of course, I mean, I don't know if you can invade anybody because you can't take all the fucking animals with you. It's gonna kill them. But if they come to your land.
If they could, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. They won't even have to like. They don't even need an army. The minute people land in the outback, the nature will take care of them.
Yeah.
Be chased off by an army of angry kangaroos and Lord knows what else.
Hey, if the Aussie people are anything like I can't remember his name. What's the little dude in the UFC? He's such a badass man. Alexander
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski. It sounds like they're
Yeah.
Russian, but he's
The
not.
name
He's
sounds
Aussie,
Russian. The minute he opens his mouth, it's like that is a purebred Aussie right there. 100%.
Yes, and he lets everyone know it too. So.
Yep. Oh yeah, proud. Should be.
I caught a lot of crap for mentioning UFC when I've done that. The footy reaction, I don't know why. I wasn't trying to compare it. I was trying to say that
Also the
he's badass.
UFC events in Australia seem to do really good dollars. So yeah.
Seems like a lot of things that do good in Australia don't resonate with some Australians because Tool has a huge following there too. Carnival and all this progressive metal is really huge in Australia and New Zealand too. But I mean, I guess it's the new. I don't know nothing about deathcore, hard, the twisted metal genres either. I mean,
right. The
they literally have a rock, a hard rock, a metal, a heavy metal, an alternative heavy metal, and then a death metal. Like, how much metal can you get, bro? Like, I mean, what's the difference there? 3 licks, 2 licks?
Yeah, well,
I don't fucking know.
This one has vocals that sound like Cookie Monster. This one has vocals that sound like Cat Vomit. This one has guitar solos. This one has breakdowns. It's like you don't need a new name every time you add a new element. It's just...
No, I'll stick to my guns on that. I think it's cultural.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not a difference in the music. It's a difference in the geography and the culture.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they want to name it a different name because the culture's not the same. I can sing metal and a Japanese person can sing metal, but that don't mean we feel the same way about it. You know?
Yeah.
We do fundamentally, but yeah. Like we all like sports, I'll say, but like different teams. So we're playing the same sport. So yeah. Much love, Aussie.
Yeah.
Oz.
Aussie Army, we love you guys. Thank you very much for everything. This
We
it's another
do.
great
We got-
performance from the Seekers, and it's always just a delight to hear Judah. So
And
this
I have,
we hope you enjoyed this half as much as we did.
I have the Kate Sobrano, John Stevens, and John Farnham song Everything's Everything or whatever.
Everything's all right.
Yeah. I had the same reaction, the one where I flirted with Kate. The whole time. We're gonna redo it. I'm trying to flirt this time. I'm trying to hate John Stevens. I like John Stevens. He's done a great job on the Shane Memorial. And none of you are showing that love. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, you're not. Come on. Why not? You tell me all this John Stevens is great, well prove it.
Yeah.
And watch the damn video. I'm an Aussie, I'm gonna tell you like it is. There's 2 John Stevens videos there at a memorial for one of your great players. Come watch it. Has the lowest number of almost anything we've ever done. You know,
we will be trying to redo some of our older material where our tech was pretty much might as well have been done on a calculator. And but yeah, it's never going to take the place of the original. Everything's all right reaction because that's a classic.
Nah.
But we're definitely going to try to create something a bit more polished.
It's hard to watch though, man. I went back and tried to watch. It's hard to watch. Like,
no doubt.
Even with nostalgia, it's hard to watch. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So much love, guys.
Yep. Thank you all for your time. There we go.
Everybody knows your name.
Yep.
Much love.
All right, guys. Stay safe.
I'm in the dark now. That's my life.
Music is your best support group. Listen to it often.
Peace, love, prosperity. Come on, Shane. John.